and good morning. I volunteered to do a reading in May, and I was actually very excited when I got May 1st because this is a traditional fairy holiday. I've shared my life and my home with fairies for more than 20 years now. The fairy folk traveled to Earth early in the planet's history. Their special task is the guardianship of all animals and plants. Some fairies have withdrawn to the wilderness in grief over the way many humans mistreat the earth. But now times are changing, and like a fresh spring breeze, new optimism is sweeping through the fairy clans about the possibility of working side by side with humans, as in the days of long ago, as allies caring for our shared home. In winter, the Fae live in underground palaces. The biggest fairy holiday of all is May Day, when the clans move back to the flower-scented upper world. A very few lucky humans have caught a glimpse of a grand May Day fairy parade. Hundreds of Fae in their finest clothes, traveling to their summer lodgings, and the wealthiest among them riding tiny fairy horses, wearing saddle and harness of silver and gold. The fairies asked me to explain that mushrooms are very important to them. These delightfully magical fungi serve as apartments, shelters for afternoon naps on rainy days, tasty snacks, medicines, and indicators of fairy properties. In particular, the cute little cream-colored fairy ring of mushrooms mark the locations of fairy dance floors and meeting places. Be very careful not to step inside a fairy ring. The results might be surprising. If you would earn the trust and friendship of the Fae, the path is clear to see. Show love and respect to nature in all its forms. Recycle, repurpose, and reuse. Avoid chemical cleaners and pesticides. Before you mow the lawn or trim trees, remember that every tree, every blade of grass has its own fairy guardians. Tell your fairy neighbors ahead of time so they can move their families to safety. And of course, leave those mushrooms to grow in peace. You never know but what the king of the fairies himself might be sleeping in their shade. Thank you.